All right. This is for the ones that feel that they have to work and they cannot retire. But all at the same time, you want to retire, but you see no way to take care of your responsibilities unless you work. Well, the way the world is now compared to what it used to be, there's things that gives you that opportunity to actually work but retire at the same time. You need to work to pay the bills, but you want to retire because you're tired of all the BS that is associated of work. You have 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, no free time for anything. But you're not willing to step out of the norm that has been drilled in basically everybody's head when they were growing up. Go to school, graduate, college, did a degree or some kind of certification, and go get a job, work 20, 30, 40, 50 years, retire, get your government check, and hopefully you have enough years to actually enjoy it. That's the norm. Really didn't have that much choice back then. That was the normal. But now, today, that's not necessary. I've seen people that get out of high school and go to work. I've seen people not even graduate from high school and open up their own business. But there are so many things out there now that makes that possible. And for the ones that wants to retire but still want to work so they can take care of their financial responsibilities, there's things out there now that was not there just a few years ago. Why not get a job, a part-time job, and do some gig work to fill in so you can actually still take care of your responsibilities? But you have it more flexibility because you're not working 9 to 5, 40 hours a week or more. But so many people out there are just in that rut that still believes that it's go to school, go to college, get a degree, get some kind of certification, go get a job in that field, and work until you're 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and retire. In my book, that's not a life to live. I see people quit their full-time 9 to 5 jobs and do nothing but gig work and make more money and have more flexibility of their time so they can spend with family, the wife, the husband, the kids. They don't have to work a year or 3 years or 5 years, whatever it is at the company that you're working for, to get a week paid vacation. You can take a vacation anytime because you're in control of your time. Just the gig work itself gives you that flexibility. I've seen multiple people that is doing nothing but gig work, and they're traveling, going town to town, go do the gig work in that town to pay for their stay, for their meals, and then move on to the next town and just keep going and just traveling. That's being completely away from your 9 to 5 job and your 40 hours a week. That's being, in a way, that is, in a way, being on vacation all the time. It can be done. But these people out there that complain because they can't pay their bills, or they have to work so they can pay their bills, they're so caught up in the norm that they're afraid to break out and do something that is completely off script that they were taught as they were raised up. That will keep you in that loop forever. If you want to have a different life, you have to step out and go for the different life. Don't be afraid to leave your job, even if it's a special training that you got or some degree. If you got a certain degree and you're in that field and it's not doing anything but paying your bills, but you have to work all the time to get that accomplished, then that's not a life to have. Why do that for 40 years or 50 years, then retire and hope that you have, years, many years after, to actually enjoy it? So many people I have seen complain about things, but themselves are not willing to take the chances that it would take to change their life. They just keep doing the same thing over and over. Regardless if you're a registered nurse or a trade school electrician or heat and air mechanic, whatever it may be, just because you went and got that certificate or whatever certification, if it's not working for you, if it is not paying your bills and having to and giving you a good life, the freedom that you want, why keep it? There's no reason to keep it. I just don't understand why people are not willing to make the move to fix their own problems. They know what they need to do, but they're not willing to do it. I've seen some people go to extreme of selling everything. Their house, a car, their personal belongings, except just what they need to live off of. And they travel. They go town to town and getting seasonal work. And some of them jobs They will provide you room and board. It's all included. But you have the freedom to travel, be with family more, but all at the same time, you're still making the money to pay your bills. It don't matter if you're in New York or if you're in Texas or you're in Tennessee working, you can still go online and pay your bills. You don't have to be in a certain location. You can work and be retired at the same time. Like an old saying that I've heard many times when I was younger, if you get a job that you enjoy so much and it actually takes care of you so well, you won't feel like you're actually working. But if you're struggling every time you get a paycheck to pay your bills and you don't have free time, that's not enjoyment. That's being a robot. That's living the normal life. And the normal life will only give you but so many things. And that will not change. If you want more than what the normal will give you, you need to do more than just a normal to get it. If you want to pay off your car, you want to buy a house, sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone to accomplish what you got set in your mind that you want. Working 9 to 5 is not what is needed in the world as we have it today. There is so many other options that we have that we've never had before. The normal that you're living is what used to be normal. School, college, degree, certification, whatever it may be, go get a job, work, retire. That's it. Not anymore. But so many people are still trying to live the old school normal. But they want to complain because they don't have enough money and they don't have free time. But at the same time, they're not willing to step out of their comfort zone to accomplish their dreams and their goals that they have set for themselves. Only themselves can actually make that change. They can keep complaining. They can keep the job they got, keep paying their bills, and then retire and just hope and pray that they got some years left to actually enjoy life. If you want to change in your life, you have to change things in your life. If you don't change things in your life will not change. That's the way it's always been. And there's so many gig work, side hustles that gives you that opportunity to do just that. You can take that as a side hustle, or you can take the gig work as a full time. A lot of people will say, no, you can't do gig work full time. Well, sorry, but you're wrong, because it's been proven that you can. There's people out there doing it. And people say, oh, well, you can be deactivated anytime. True. That's very true. You can be deactivated at any time. But that 9-to-5 job, 40 hours a week, your butt can be fired at any time too. What's the difference? One's in an app. One is a brick and mortar. There's no difference. You get fired, you get deactivated, you're not making money. But we all know how hard it is to go fill out applications and get another job. Get on multiple platforms of the gig work, and if one's not busy, you can get another one. If you get deactivated one, you already got another one, just turn it on. Opportunities there. Stop complaining because you don't have free time and your bills are not getting paid when you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone and accomplish and fix your own problem. Don't be a slave to the norm. Break the chains and have a better life. As simple as that. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everyone that is watching these videos. Thank you for everyone that is sharing these videos. And thank you for all likes. And thanks for all the subscribers. And just get out of the sandbox that you were taught that you cannot play out of. Sometimes you have to get out of the sandbox and see the rest of the world so you can have a better life. I'll see you in the next video.